What's up? It's me, and it be the queer Cancerian here up on your dial, giving you the highs, the lows, the yes, and the no's. I am riding on my chariot, or ding me in while I gotta do that again. You might see some reflection from the lights and stuff like that. Most people say, "You got nothing." Hey, we gonna do what we do. You know what time it is. Hey, what's up? This is me, the queer Cancerian. Hold on a second. Hey, what's up? It's me, it be the queer Cancerian here. What's up? It be me and the queer Cancerian here, the high priestess, riding on my chariot, coming through like the queen of swords, cutting and devouring anybody that's getting in my divine intention in my way. That's not serving me any higher purpose. I would just want to say it is the full moon in Scorpio today. It was the full moon in Libra the other day, which was yesterday. Hope everybody had a very divine time and a divine moment. Okay, is it off? Yeah. I hope everybody had a divine time and a divine moment. I am here to say that I am coming with intention, 100% pure intention, all right? And Hercules got his got the cone of shame off, so he might be a little bit might be a little bit nosy in the background. Today though, it is Resurrection Sunday. I just came from church 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired. I didn't even go and eat breakfast. Because how tired I was. But I did go to the sound bath that we had. We had a sound bath on yesterday, and let me tell you about this experience. Okay, it was a wonderful. It wasn't a very good experience. I did not like the energy there. But you go with the intention, you go with the purpose of being able to just enjoy yourself as well as with others. But I got the crystals and everything. Speaking about crystals, you know what we got to do before we get into it though. I did cleanse the area. So I lit my sage, I got me some cedar, I got the incense going on in the background. Actually, I don't. So I got the incense burning in the background. We're going to get the cedar lighting up because we want to purify this area right quick because you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know who watching this, but anybody who watching this, you're going to be blessed and you're going to be covered and everything like that. We got that lit. Hey, I want to show you this here. You know what I'm saying? With me being who I be, the queer Cancerian, you know I had to show you this beautiful candle that I got here. See if it can focus. Is it going to focus? What they do? They put it in the back like that so it can focus in there. Well, this thing take a while to focus. You know what I'm saying? And then it's probably on autofocus too. So let me get that. Let me do it the getaway. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and do it like me out here. I should do it like that. There we go. All right, we got that there, which is the candle for myself because I am who I be and I be who I am, which is the queer Cancerian. Let's get that background back. All day, baby. You feel me? Okay, there we go. I want to make sure I get my ambiance in the background because I like the little blurriness in the back. So I had a wonderful time at the sound bath. It was very, very invigorating. It was very nice. And I did enjoy myself. There was some people there that I personally believe should not have been there, but I ain't the one to say that. And my intentions were to rid myself of negative energy as well as negative people and places and things. I did disperse some people in my past, and I had a divine connection. I'm telling you, I had a divine connection with my higher self, as well as a divine connection with my counterparts and my SP is what they call them, special person, or the person that I'm manifesting. And I came in one into myself, and it had me. Let me tell you this. So I got notes, right? Because what we're going to do right now, we're going to go through not manifestation, but we're going to go through, the queer Cancerians, the queer Cancerians 12 universal laws. So, with that being said, it's crazy, and that's who that is. I gotta find my notes because I do have notes here. I wrote some stuff down because everything you're supposed to do, you're supposed to do with intention, right? So my intention is to get myself together. And what's crazy, y'all? So I was going through the universal laws, right? The 12 universal laws. You know what I'm saying? Just like there's penitentiary rules. You know what I'm saying? There's hood rules, you know what I'm saying? There's laws wherever you go, no matter what anybody say. There's laws, and I'm looking at these laws, and I'm like, man, people are breaking these laws left and motherfucking right. So, all right, let me get this in. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? And then, I was doing my zodiac, right? I was doing my house. I got 4 empty houses. Now, that may not be something to everybody that's not into stuff like that. But I've been on this journey, man, and this journey has been like exquisite. You know what I'm saying? It's been 100. I've been meeting people, places, and things, and I'm not talking about in the natural. I'm talking about in the spiritual. So yeah, that is awesome. You know what I'm saying? It's just when you become one with yourself, with your higher self, basically, and you start letting go. Like, basically, even with this moon being the full moon being in Scorpio now. So I gotta say what's up to all my Scorpio. I got my Uranus is in Scorpio. So yeah, so anywho though, it's all about reflection. It's all about transformation. It's all about good and bad. It's all about seeking in your inner self with this full moon being in Scorpio and acknowledging, what you need and what you don't need. You're saying. I'm looking for my notes, man. I know I wrote them down. So and then I got the thing here. I'm so backwards, man. I ended up messing them, and I'm just so particular, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm like so neat, and I'm trying to find it. You know what I'm saying? I wrote it down, man. I'm gonna be upset if it's in my I know exactly where it's at. So yeah, I got it right here. All right, so I wrote these down here because I wanted to go through the universal laws, right? I'm gonna do the same thing on my podcast, but on the podcast I'm gonna do it a little bit different here than I am on YouTube, because you can actually see me. So it makes it a little bit a lot easier. No, you can't see my face. Like, so one thing though, what I'm doing is manifesting my person, okay, and my intentions, okay, it's all about intentions. Is what are you manifesting that person for? Is it for self gain? Notice, and this is what I truly believe. Anything that you do, if it's for selfish gain, if it's for gain of lust, if it's for gain of your own self, if it's for gain of status, you may get it, but you may get it in a way that you may not want it. You can pray and give and get into whomever you want to do, but just remember, there's a thing. I've heard people say, something happens worth fighting for. But if you're the only one fighting in that battle, you're losing. Okay, so it only matters if both parties is fighting for it. So that's what I wanted to put that out there. Spirit wanted me to intuitively give you that much to let you know. Being clairvoyant, being very highly intuitive, and tapping into that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everything is with a divine purpose and a divine cause. Alright, so anywho, that one's for free. Alright, so remember, anything is worth fighting for, but it takes two. Okay, it takes two. If one person fighting and the other one ain't, it's not a battle. You know what I'm saying? It's not a battle. It's not a battle. Alright. Anywho, so the law, there's 12 universal laws, and when I was going through these 12 universal laws, I was kind of flabbergasted. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what? I didn't know that during this time that I've been going through this change, and I have to say this out because Spirit gave it to me. This is what I want to give to someone. If you're going through a breakup, regardless on how long it's been, and you know I'm very strong on this channel. This channel is about mental health and mental wealth itself because that's what matters, okay? Your worth matters, okay? You matter in this world. You matter because you are matter. You know what I'm saying? We're atoms. You know, we're chemicals. We're energy. You know what I'm saying? And energy, you don't lose energy. You just transfer. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. You don't lose energy. It's just transferred. Check out my podcast. It tells you all about that. But we ain't gonna get into that because that's a whole nother level. Anywho, so for me today, though, what I'm getting on is that the 12 universal laws, okay? And everybody knows the main one, which is law of attraction. However, I believe in order to receive those, you have to go to the steps. You can't just skip them. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a saying that, you know, in order to get to where you need to be, I had it written down somewhere, but I freaking threw it away and I shouldn't have. But my saying is, so you have growth comes change, with change comes wisdom, with wisdom comes knowledge, with knowledge comes understanding, with understanding you can start being you know who you are meant to be. But in order for that to happen, you have to first have growth. In order to grow, there's some things that you probably not gonna fit in anymore. Friends, family, jobs, whatever it may be, relationships. You may be in a relationship with somebody right now and notice that, you know what, I love this person, and it's okay. I want to tell you like this. I want to mainly tell my cancers this here. I gotta tell my cancers this because being a cancer, we love hard and we let go even harder. So this, as much as we love and then as much as we put in that time to love, it's as much as we gonna put in when we let go. And when we let go, you will know that we let go. And the thing about it is, and maybe it's just me, I ain't speaking for all cancer, but I know for me, being a Cancerian, is that when it comes to being able to know the person, it's going to take us a while. Kid you not, we take a while because we actually a healthy high vibrational cancer. A healthy high vibrational cancer is going to take a while to get over what they need to get over, to heal, to deal. And yeah, you're going to go through some times when you're going to see them and they're probably going to have their what you call mood swings and stuff like that. But everybody has mood swings, you know, everybody is moody. However, once that cancer is truly healed and they truly moved on, because for me, I'm not going to move on until I know that I'm no longer needed. And it may sound kind of crazy, but if you understand what I'm talking about, you understand what I'm talking about. What's known don't need to be explained. So we ain't even go down that road. So if you're saying to yourself, that sounds stupid, that ain't for you to get. You get what you need to get, and that right, that's that on that. That's that on that. I'm telling you right there, that's that on that. That's letting you know if you don't get it, ain't meant for you. Take it, and if it don't resonate, don't hate. Congratulate. Move to the next. All right. So anywho, there are 12 steps. There's 12 universal laws. There's rules and regulations to get to where you need to be and where you at. You can't skip them. If you want to, you can skip them, but you're not gonna get the clear picture. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get through these as quickly as possible as we can. So we have the law of divine oneness, all right? And basically that's interconnection of all things. So with that, you would ask yourself, how can I show more compassion and acceptance towards those that I don't understand? So let me break that down to you. The people that you just don't get. If you're in a relationship, okay, you can use it in a relationship wise too. If there's someone that you with and you always are arguing and not understand what's going on and why you're arguing, well, how can I show love in an area where I don't understand that area? And most of that how is by talking to that person and asking them, what can I do to make it better for me to understand you? You know what I'm saying? And by doing that, you're connecting and acknowledging yourself that you know that you need some growing up to do. And, it's different when you're in a relationship than you are when you're single, because, of course, when you're single, you have all that time to do what you do. However, in a relationship, it's going to be something that you need to really, and I'm really a person about talk, you know what I'm saying? I'm learning about closure. I used to be really big on closure. Like, I used to just say, why can't people be adults and say, this is not for me? Or if you know that something's not working for you, why don't you just tell that person and then move the hell on? Like, what the hell is, what's what? People underestimate cancers. And the thing about it is, you just tell us what we need to know and we just let it go. A high vibrational. I'm not talking about low vibrational. I'm not talking about codependence. I'm talking about high vibrational. Again, if I have to explain it to you, it's not meant for you to get. What's known don't need to be explained. And what's explained, you should have known already. Alright? So, and basically it's just repetitive work. So basically though, we gotta stop doing that. We have to grow up. And the majority of the time, what I believe is the reason why you don't want to say it is because it's a deep-rooted issue with you. You not here. You projecting onto somebody what it is that you feel in yourself. It's better for me just to walk away, and because that's about abandonment issues. That's about a abandonment relationship that you have. That's a trauma bond that you have, to where it's easy for you to just walk away and abandon because that's what you're used to. But what's crazy is you would say, I don't want to have that happen, but in actual reality, you're doing the same thing that you don't want to do. Alright? So basically the law of divine oneness is interconnections of all things. That means earth, that means spiritual, natural, everything, plant, everything. And it's being more compassionate towards them and understanding that, dogs need love too. Alright? So we're going to go into number 2. Like I said, I'll go into more depth and more deepness in this. It's just right now, what Spirit had me going is to just do this here. Plus, I'm tired, you know what I'm saying? So I got to give me some rest. And I got to do some meditation because I keep hearing my person calling, And to stop right there is that when you have that unction and when you hear say that you're broken up, or even I'm not going to use breakup, okay, because the majority of us need to understand healing in order for us to be with our person, or to manifest with our person. And you can manifest your person, but if you're not totally healed and ready, the universe, the divine spirit is not going to bring you somebody. Somebody's going to bring you somebody, but it ain't going to be the somebody that you want. I'm telling you that. I say this all the time: like who like you, not who you like. You can get what it is that you want, quick, fast, and in a hurry, but just as fast as you got it is just as much as it's going to leave. And we're going to get into that when we get deeper down into the jungle deep, okay? So, you would want to make sure that you first are healed with that, and be able and understand that when you understand that your attention should be pure and of a higher self and not for your own. You always say for your higher self because you want to make sure that this is something that is done explicitly just for you and your love and your understanding. Then that's where we can get everything together. You know what I'm saying? So let's grow up and let's just tell people, like, you know what, I can rock with you for now. And if that person, act all wild and crazy, then you know what the hell you're dealing with. Because an adult would be like, okay, well, what's up? Is it something I did wrong? Or what's up? I just ain't feeling you. But the thing is, if y'all both on the same vibration, this will be mutual. I truly believe that if a person's not rocking on the same level that you're rocking on, they're going to be presented as they're not rocking on the same level that you're rocking on. I believe that you can have a conversation with a person who is not on that same level and they won't take it that same because they ain't understanding. Their mind is closed, their eyes is closed. You know what I'm saying? But if you're with somebody that's on the same level that you on, then they'll be able to understand and they'll be able to, correlate the two. And you ain't got to do all the complaining. And then the thing about it is, y'all probably be friends. Be like, all right, cool, you go your way, I go my way. Y'all can still have a calm, cool conversation, but it's going to end in a way that two adults should do it. Healthy, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so going on to number 2, law of vibration. Now, we understand that we don't listen to sound. It's all about vibes and music. As I was talking about vibrations, you want to make sure that you're on the vibration and the other person that you're on is on the right vibration, because somebody can knock you off the square. You know what I'm saying? You can be up here, the other person can be down here, and then, you hang around them long enough, you're going to be here. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that if you hear that they come up there, and if they don't want to, let them stay there whole time. So the law of vibration or frequency can inform our life expectancy, and how do we do that? Like I was talking about sound bathing, you can do it with chakra work, yoga, anything that is going to connect you with your higher self. You know what I'm saying? And that's all what vibrations is being connected with your higher self. So if you find yourself sometimes when you're around people and you can be easily drained and you're rocking at a lower vibration, or even if you're with people and you like, man, something ain't clicking, you're rocking at a lower vibration. And it's okay if you are people that with lower vibrations, but they need to get on your level. And I'm not going to say need to be, but you would want them to be there. That's your atonement. That's your achievement. That's what you want them to do, is to be where you are at, to be at that level where you are. However, if they don't want to be, then that's fine. But you need to know when to let go. You need to know when to break your wrist and walk away. Break your wrist and walk away. Napoleon Dynamite. So, once you do that, you'll be cool. And it wouldn't be no worry about hanging around people that's in low vibrations. You know what I'm saying? You won't even attract that. That's what I'm saying. This is not going to be a worry to you, because you're not going to attract low vibrational people, because people are going to be drawn to you because they're going to know how and what and where you at, and they're going to want to be there. I guarantee you, when you're around people, y'all should be elevating to another level. Y'all should be making things better with each one, not taking each other down. Same thing with a relationship. Y'all should be able to grow with one another. You know what I'm saying? Show one another. Not hold one another. That one's for free. Alright, so we're going to go on to number 3. Is the law of correspondence, which is patterns that we repeat throughout the universe. That our reality is a mirror of what's happening inside, which is basically perception on how we are doing projection. So if we're lashing out at someone, it's basically what is going on in us. What was it that person did? Because I really believe everything don't need to be, just rock like a dungeon dragon. You should be able to be cool and have your oneness with yourself, where somebody do something, it's not going to bother you. Like, man, I'm at this point, where I can rock at it. For instance, I would tell you, there was this one, we had went to a place, and we went to this one restaurant with this one dessert place, and as soon as I walked in there, the vibe was just totally off. You know what I'm saying? The lady there was totally off, and I was doing my best to calm down and relax, but it was just like that. Whatever it was that she was going through and dealing with, it just was not at a good, it wasn't at a good vibe. And I said to myself, well, maybe she had a bad day. However, me, I'm going to be honest with you. If you're in customer service, there's no such thing as a bad day. There's the bad customers now, but you don't have that option. You always got to come in because it's customer service. You know what I'm saying? You can get right with the customer. The customer want to get jiggy, but sometimes you get right with the wrong. You get wrong with the right person. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to get what it is that you need to get to. So in this instance, I had my dog with me. I brought him in there. She was like, you don't need it. But her whole vibe that whole time was like, when I left, I said, all right, cool, you be blessed, And then I left back. I got my tag and like, I just want to let you know so there would be no bad, karma. Because for me, the way I felt when I left out, I was angry and I was upset. And I'm like, I shouldn't be feeling angry and upset. I was feeling real cool till I got in there. And it was a difference between me being upset because of what she said or what she done. It was more of a transference of energy. You know what I'm saying? They go that energy, they go that vibration. You're not going to be rocking on that low vibration with you. What you're doing is go back to you and say, you know what, hey, I just wanted to show you that because I'm about what I'm about. And I'm doing it for my own self because I knew I should have brought it in there, and I did. Not saying I'm getting down on myself. Not saying that, I need to have this and that everywhere. It's understanding. I'm a very understanding person, but don't force your views upon me. I know you probably hear my stomach, but don't force your views upon me. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I rock. Don't vote. Don't force your views upon me. All right. That's basically where I'm at. So we can sit there and talk. If I can hear your side, you should be able to hear my side too. So don't continuously force your views upon me. That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying that because you're sitting there speaking, and if you're not understanding what it is that I'm saying, I'm gonna bury the whole shit. And I'm not gonna talk about it or bring it up anymore because you just showed me the level that you want me, and you're not ready. So, but anywho, I went back in there. I showed her the card, and I was like, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that was cool and all, because I was like, I low key was pissed, but it was more like I'm not gonna let that get to me. You know what I'm saying? So basically, again, what's happening in the inside. Okay, so basically, what it is what you want to say is this. All right, keep this in mind as far as the law of correspondence goes. It's not happening. It's happening for you and not to you. You understand what I'm saying? So if you are coming at like, why is everybody doing this and doing that and stuff? Maybe the universe, divine, is trying to tell you something, like you need to work on that. You need to get that together. Why is everybody triggering me? Why is this going on? Why I can? Maybe it's happening for you, not to you. Maybe it's something that you need to fix. Because if it was fixed, it wouldn't have triggered you as much. It wouldn't have the hold like that. It wouldn't have bothered you as much. Just like when you're trying to get over an ex, if you can't see that person, if you can't see them happy, if you, when the time you see them or they walking down, you're not over that person. You need to go somewhere and get that together. It lets you know that you're running from something. If that's something that you do consistently, if that's a pattern, then you have to think there's a lot of people right now that I'm, looking at on the side eye, and that's kind of destructive. So you can't have that positive energy. You can't have that high vibration, because if you can't see somebody else happy, how can you see yourself happy? You should be happy for others as well as yourself. You should be happy that someone else is going and moving on and getting their life together. Then it just makes you sad and bitter. And you sad and bitter on the inside, it's going to show on the outside. So that's why it's basically saying, as above, as so below. So within, so without. So projection. That's how I said now was alright. So she was having a bad day. Something was very off about that. Maybe that's just how she is in her attitude, and nobody ever. Sometimes people just have a really nasty attitude, and nobody ever tell them, like, hey, I don't know who you're talking to, but you're not gonna talk to me like that. And it's not bad to do. Some people never been told that in their life, or some people have been told that in their life, and they just never got to have somebody to be really, strict on it. So that's what I wanted to say. I know I had something I wanted to say. So yeah, for the person, Spirit brought this back to me, is thank the person right now who maybe was a heartbreak, maybe was someone who, did you wrong and you didn't, deserve it, or maybe you did. However, if you learned something from that experience, if you took something from out of that experience, if you said to yourself, you know what? Damn, I need to get myself together, and it made you a better person, I gotta tell you this, you need to thank that person. Thank them mentally. You ain't gotta thank them physically. Just thank them mentally on a higher self level and say, you know what? It's really because of you that I got my act together. So I want to take this time out and say to her, try to make her say to me, please. It's really because of you that I'm at where I'm at right now. And I thank you. Because if it had not been for you on my side, I probably would still be taking books. So I really want to thank you universally. The universe thanks you, the divine thanks you. And yeah. So I just wanted to get that out there. So yeah, you want to make sure that you make peace with yourself first, and then with everyone. Because if you destructive inside, you can be destructive outside. You hear what I mean? All right. Law of attraction, which everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? But what I really want people to understand, the law of attraction isn't just that. What you focus on is what you focus on. What you speak is what you speak. What you think is what you think. What you say is what you say. If you are looking for red flags, you're going to find red flags. If you are telling this person this is how they're going to act, that's how they're going to act. You are going to manifest what it is that you don't want to manifest. Be careful what it is that you say. You gotta understand, people are human beings. Again, just like I was speaking about the young lady. People are human beings, and we have emotions and feelings, and we go through stuff, and it ain't everybody's problem. So don't make it yours. It's theirs. They gotta deal with it. The best way to do it is like, all right, cool, you stay blessed. All right, you be peace. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, trust. So, especially if you ain't got trust. I'm sorry, I don't know how you can walk around with trust, because as long as you got trust in yourself, then you can trust everyone else. What's known don't need to be explained. Okay, as long as you can trust in yourself, then you can trust everyone else. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so with law of attraction, basically, like I always say, we get what we give. What is you putting out there in the universe? What are you saying in the universe? What are you talking about? For me, manifesting my person, my Sagittarius, which I'm thinking it's going to be a Leo with a Sagittarius, or Sagittarius with Leo. But anyway, it go. It's going to be... She gonna be what's up. Anywho, so what I'm saying is that if I'm putting out there, man, you know what? I always give with somebody that's gonna treat me like crap, and they always cheating on me, and they always never choose me, and they always want to go back to their ex, and they always gonna want me for my body, and just this and that, and just be a hookup person. That's what I'm gonna try. Oh, this person, she gonna come in here and she gonna do this and that, and she gonna say, and the person can actually have wonderful good intentions to do so. All right, and this is what I want to say. So the person can come in. I can come in with good intentions. I want to say, what's up, how you doing, treat you nice. But if your mind is on a whole different level, if your frequency, your vibration is low, and that other person is rocking on a high vibration, they're not going to want to meet you there. They're not going to want to be there, and they're going to try their best to do it. And when they say, "Oh, okay, something's not right," you don't want to do anything. You putting out there that you don't want to do anything. So why are you upset because the person's not doing anything? You put that out there. That's what you want. Now you're upset and you're mad because that's what you put out there. That's what you presented. That's what you made known to the universe that you don't want to be messed with. But you want people to come and say if you want to see what's up and check up on you, but you're putting it out there. Law of attraction. Believe it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you focus on what you want, then what you don't want. You know what I'm saying? Focus on what you want versus what you don't want. Don't say, okay, when she come in here, she gonna say this and that. Don't do that, because that's gonna come out of you, just like fear on an animal. Animal can sense fear, just like a person can sense that you don't want to be messed with. And if they're a person that's rocking on a high vibration, they're not gonna do anything that's gonna knock them out of their zen, out of their vibration, out of their wherever they're at. They're not gonna do anything that's gonna bring them down to where you're at. They're gonna stay where they're at, and whenever you're ready, they're gonna meet you there. However, if you stay in that stagnated state, in that stagnated energy, in that stagnated mind frame of they gonna do this, this, and this, versus I'm just gonna enjoy myself in the time that I am with them. And if it needs to be talked, it will be talked. And if I don't get it, then I don't get it. But I know that it will come out. Have that positive energy and that mindset, and I guarantee you things will be a whole lot better. I say to myself, I think about the incident, and I'm like, one thing that I really could have done, which I said to myself, was just been upfront and been like, I can't do it. Stop trying to people please. Stop trying to make someone happy. Stop trying to say that the thing that I thought that it was going to happen, it still happened. Had I would have just been like, this is not, I can't do that right now. It would have probably had a whole a better outcome, a whole better effect than it did when it originally happened. I lost train of thought because I'm thinking of I'm thinking of something at the same time. But basically, what I'm saying is that if I would have just been like, upfront with it and took that reaction, okay, the way that it should have been taken, it wouldn't have been there. But this is what I want to say: everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Even I believe if I had did it the way that I should have done it the first time around, I would not be at where I'm at right now because I wasn't mentally focused and prepared and ready for that. I needed that to happen so that I can be where I'm at right now, so that I can have my special person to be with me eternally and forevermore. Had I had done that, I probably would have still been on the same karmic pattern. So we understand things happen for a reason, and you learn from that, and you accept that, regardless of what it is, good or bad. I'm gonna just be real with you. I had to accept the fact that the person that I love, that I want to be with, they may be a horrible person. They may not love me. And I say may because I don't know that, and you don't want to say that they don't. I'm speaking it as if I don't know if they do or if they don't. Either way it goes, my main focus is that I'm being true with myself. I won't kid you not. The spirit has told me, be honest with yourself. You still love this person. You still want to be with this person, even though they don't want to be with you, or you don't even know. And the thing about it was, I don't even know if they do, if they don't, if they care, if they care, if they don't care. The main thing is I'm being honest and saying, regardless of the fact, I love this person, I want to be with this person. And it's the fact of not knowing how they feel is keeping me stagnant. It's keeping me in my moment. And that's what happens most of the time in relationships is we get into the stagnant mode where we don't know what the other person thinking, regardless if it's good or bad. And we should get to the point where we don't know and we don't care and we're fine with it. And be honest with yourself. I love this person. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you a story. I told a friend of mine about this person who, horrible person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say horrible. I'm not gonna say that. But they didn't deserve for me to say. I'm not even. Everybody deserves love. But I was in love with this person. I was being honest with myself deep down inside, because I still wanted to be with this person. I still wanted to work things out. I still believed that there was hope. And the other person gave me every reason that there wasn't. So my friend was like, well, that's dumb, that's stupid for you to, how you going to love somebody that don't love you? You know what? I'm thinking about it now. I said, but you know what? My intention was true, pure, and honest. What's wrong with the majority of us today is that we're not true and honest with ourselves and saying, I still love this person. Now, it's one thing to love a person and they do it dirty, and you just blind to the fact. I'm gonna just say that. But it's another thing to be upfront with yourself and say, you know what? Even though this person doesn't deserve my love, my time, and my attention, I can say this: that they can be a horrible person. They could have done something wrong, and they don't deserve the forgiveness or whatever. Everybody deserves forgiveness, but they don't deserve the way that I'm feeling for them. But I'm being honest because it's not for them; it's for you. I love them. And I shouldn't, but I do. And I'm going to be honest with myself. And that's where you find your freedom. And I kid you not, as soon as I said that, I was like, man, I felt a whole lot better. And it's okay to love somebody that don't want to love you back. Love is universal. Okay? You can love people. You don't necessarily have to, oh, look at that. That's a thing there. I was going to say you can love people. You don't necessarily have to have them to love you back. But what you do need to understand is that be honest with yourself. Let's be honest with ourselves and say, I love this person. And I'm not talking about if they was abusive and they just, I'm not talking about unhealthy. I'm talking about, I love this person. And what they did was wrong and it hurt me. But I still love them. I still got love for them. And it's okay to have love for somebody. It's okay to have love for somebody. It's okay. Stop. Something that's telling me to say, stop beating yourself up. It's okay to say that you love someone, and if you love them, but how is spirit trying to do this? Right? You love them, but you don't want to be with them, but you feel guilty because you love them, and that is what's making you not be with them, keeping you upset. Is that a good way to put it? So you're upset because you love them, but you don't want to be with them, and in order for you to not be upset with yourself because you love them, you're going to hate them or be upset with them and be angry with them and stay in this stagnated energy to where now you can't even grow and probably find the person that you're meant to be with. You know, that's just something for free that I have to say, that it's okay to love somebody. It feels good when somebody love you back, but it's okay to say I love this person. They don't love me, but I'm being honest with myself, and I'm going to release that into the universe and let it be known that I'm going to be honest with myself. And once you're honest with yourself, that's where you find freedom. That's what I had to put out there. Somebody had to hear that, because I'm telling you, once I realized that, I was like, man, you know what? It's all right. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? No. I love you. I love you. I want to be with you. And I understand that you don't want to be with me, and that you don't want to have nothing to do with me. You don't want to talk to me, whatever the case may be. But I'm making my justice here. I'm putting down my Queen of Swords and saying, I love you, and nothing's going to change about that. But I got to be honest with myself, you know? And that's it. Don't think, but they don't want to be me. No, you know, I love this person. Regardless of the fact, I love this person. And yeah, now I know that. I hope that they have peace and they have pleasure wherever they go and whoever that they're with. And make room for yourself, so that you can have room for your special person, so that when that person comes into your life, they'll understand. Because once you're free, right? I spend enough time on that there. So yeah, once again, you focus on what you want, not versus what you don't want. So I focus on the fact that I want to be with this person, that I love this person, and versus I want to be with this person, but they don't want to be with me. So I want to be with this person, and I understand that this person doesn't want to be with me, doesn't want anything to do with me. It's not about that. The main part is that, yeah, I just admit it, I love them. They don't deserve it. Some people don't deserve your love. I can't say that. Yeah, everybody deserves love, but some people don't deserve it, you know, in that aspect. But yeah, you just be honest with yourself and move on. All right, so number 6 here, we got law of perpetual transmission of energy, which I really truly love. Like I said, everything in the universe is on an electrical level, constantly evolving. So there's energy that's going to constantly be moving. We are balls of energy. There's energy all around us. When you walk in on the carpet, and why you think you get shocked, there's energy everywhere. So this is what I have for that. Thoughts transform into manifestation, which becomes the power of reality into our physical realm, or to our physical world. So this is me talking about manifesting. How can you manifest something? Well, it all starts with a thought. However, that thought can have power. Have you ever thought about somebody and wonder how they're doing, and they gave you a call, or they came across your mind, or you was thinking about them, and you seen them on TikTok or YouTube or whatever it is, and they popped up? Well, that's the universe telling you, okay, you thought about that, here they are. You know how they doing. It's something that keeps telling me the inside, stop lying to yourself. Don't beat yourself. Treat yourself. You know, I just keep hearing spirit saying, there's a lot of people out there that's just not being 100% honest with themselves. You think that you are, but you're not. The reason why the stuff is happening to you, the reason why things are going the way they're going, is because you're not. You saying that you want this, but deep inside you're not. You know, you want this person and how they look and stuff like that, but deep inside the universe saying you don't want that. That's something that you believe that will make you happy, that will give you satisfaction. But what you need is something that's wow, long lasting, that's enduring. You don't need something, you want something. I always say that it's good to be wanted and not needed. You know, it's a need is something. I need blood in my body, you know, to survive and to live. You want people to be, you want to be wanted. Just like, I don't need a job. You know what I'm saying? I want a job. It's all about desperation if you look at the past. So, did I? Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I skipped law. I skipped number 4. So law 5 is law of introspection. Also taking steps to make it happen, not always a plan of action. Okay, yeah. So there. So that, yeah, I skipped the whole law. I went to 6. I went from 4 to 6. So 5. I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll do 5 and 6 together. So 5 is law of introspection. So basically, slow down, which, thank you, Spirit, for that. I need to slow down because I'm going too fast. But to slow down and just ride the current. I put down here, stop trying to be in control. And that's the main thing, that we're trying to control a situation that we can't control. We're trying to, and most of that's going to stem back from trauma, from childhood trauma, ego, somewhere where we lost it. Understand that you have control over you. If you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. And if they don't understand it, then that's their problem, not yours. You have the choice and the power to make a decision of doing what it is that you want to do. And if they don't want to do it, go with it. And it's going to take a point. It's going to take some time for you to get there. What you need to understand is, don't care about somebody's feelings. The best way to put it is, if you put yourself out there and you say no, at that point, if they don't understand you, their feelings are out the door. Because they're not considering you. Because they're not respecting you. Because they're not listening to you. So now what you're telling me is, I no longer matter, you do. And that's not how I want to be treated. That's not how you're going to talk to me. That's not how I'm going to be looked at. You will respect me. And if you do not want to, then I need to leave. And it's going to take some time to get there. It really will. But in time, in due time, okay, slow down and do the opposite of what you would normally do. All right? And then that brings us to the law of perpetual transmission of energy, is basically put that thought into action. All right? What you think becomes what you interpret it to be. Just like I was saying. But by keeping positive thoughts and actions, positive things will happen. However, if you constantly say, well, this person did it the last time in a relationship, that person's going to do it. Now, that person may do it. Okay, let me tell you this, because we can go back to saying that it's happening for you, not to you. That person can do it, but with not the same intention as the last time. But all you see is the intentions of last time on top of manifesting. So I can say, I don't want to be cheated on again. I want someone to choose me and stop choosing everyone else. I can say, oh, look at that person. They're in a relationship with someone, and here I am. And I did this. I'm not going to be able to get what I want because I got a lot of things I need to conquer in my life. They're conquering me, but no. What I say is, you know what? Even once you notice that thought, say, you know what? Yeah, that is true, but it may be true. They say it may be true. However, I forgive. I'm going to go ahead and move on. That's just a selfish part of me. That's just that inner child. That's just the little Chrissy that's just trying to get up and run shop, and that's not going to happen. We adults in here. We talk. Okay? We understand. We're healing from that. I'm big on communication. Really big on communication. And I've learned that I communicate in a way that's kind of hard to understand. However, it's wonderful that me, for my special person, I'm manifesting that the person that will be in my life will be able to communicate with me and understand and listen. But if I keep saying I'm tired of people not listening to me, I just want someone to listen to me. But everyone I get never listens to me, and that's my issue. I'm still thinking on those things. I'm gonna attract that. But mainly now, I say that the person that's coming in my life, communication ain't gonna be nothing. It's gonna be like 2 peas in the pod. That the person that I'm manifesting is gonna be my best friend. We're gonna be like brother and sister. You know what I'm saying? Like SZA said, like brother and sister, they look so good together. I bet you, for real. And they was right. Yes, that's it. Okay, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's how the relationship will be with me and my forever person, with my esprit. That's what I am manifesting. That's what I know that is coming into my life. I mean, we're going to be on a vibe. We're going to be on a level that's just like, elevating to the highest height. And there's no glass ceilings when it comes to me and my special person. Alright, so that's what that is, okay? And that's 6. Remember, okay, now 7 is a lot. This is one I like. Cause and effect. Everybody know that for every action, there's a reaction. For real. You throw a pebble into the water, it's going to have that ripple effect. The bigger the pebble, the bigger the ripple. That's what I'm saying. Or sometimes it goes straight down to the bottom, but I guarantee you it's going down to the bottom and it's still going to have the ripple effect. And there's the cause to every reaction, okay? All right. It says, which we don't see right away. Okay, there we go. We won't see it right away. It won't happen right then and there. We may not see it. And that goes back into me, or I'm going to say me in a relationship, saying, okay, this person don't want nothing to do with me. And now I'm putting that into the universe, that this person don't want nothing to do with me, which they probably may do. I don't know that. I don't know what this person do or don't want to do. And whatever it is that they want to do, that's their free will to do so. However, I'm already putting it out there, so it's going to be there. And then now, I'm upset with that because that's something that I want, but I'm not being true to myself. All right? And then I said, I don't want anybody else to come into my life that's going to treat me that way. I'm tired of people treating me that way. And it's just a ripple effect. You know what I'm saying? However, flip that on the other side. Like, you know what? It ended pretty bad. I didn't like the way that it ended. And we're going to talk about not having closure, because that seems to be a big thing with people, not closure. All right? Which I understand. Once you understand that you don't necessarily need closure, and that if a person doesn't give you closure, that's the best person that you can ever have in your life, because that lets you know a lot about that person. It lets you know their maturity level. That's what I'm going to say about that. And that's what Spirit want me to put out there. If a person can't give you closure or can't be 100 with you, upfront with you, that should let you know about their maturity level and how they are and how they're going to feel, and how that should let you know that there's some things in them that's still open. The person who will give you closure, will be upfront with you, they got everything that they need. You know what? I'm a good person, because they don't want you to feel that way. That's what I'm putting that out there like that. If you don't agree with me, then you don't agree with me. You know what I'm saying? Take what resonates. Okay? Take what resonates, don't hate. Over to the left. Anywho, so now we're going on over to the fact that you say to yourself, and we're doing the cause and effect, right? Yeah, we're doing the cause and effect here. So you say to yourself, you know what? Or for me, this person don't want to be with me, they want nothing to do with me. The next time that I see this person or I'm around them, every time I look at them, I might have that in my mental that they don't want nothing to do and they don't want to be with me. I'm lying to myself whenever I'm meditating, whenever I'm trying to get rid of this person, that they don't want nothing to do with me. That's the reason why I'm doing it. But in reality, I don't know what we need to start doing, or what I believe that we should start doing as far as ourselves are concerned, in healing from any type of relationship. Just being honest, like I said before, and knowing that whatever that person said or whatever they done, that is, we may not see it right then and there. It may not happen in this lifetime. However, there is justice in whenever we go. Wherever you go, there's going to be justice. And it may be good, it may be bad. That's the same thing with cause and effect. Good or bad. But what we have, you, for instance, you stay up late all night, drinking coffee, you gonna feel the effect. Okay? You go to bed on time and you eating good food and drinking your water, you gonna feel the effect. It does not necessarily have to always be a bad one or a bad experience, but what I'm getting at is that it is what it is, right? So that's what I wanted to say, that the law of cause and effect is a ripple attraction. That's why you want to make sure that the things that you do, you make sure that you do, because I believe everything is done with intention, regardless if it's good or bad. You didn't intend to get upset or get mad. You intend to, how can I put this? You can intend to get upset and get mad and say this is what I want to do. This is who I am. I'm the type of person that's just fiery off the bat. I don't have any type of cool. I go from 0 to 60 and this is just how I am. You're gonna, yeah. All right. Anywho, so we got 8, which is the law of compensation, reaping and sowing, giving it, give, and it will give back to you. Right. And the best thing I can think about is tithe. Now, and this is what I wanted to say too, is that when in order to give and receive, you have to believe, right? So, what I wanted, the analogy, the parable, whatever that I have is, I have one for it. Whatever. I'm gonna just move right along because we're almost done with this. So, what I have for the law of compensation, okay, is, and it's funny because I had a stand with something that don't compromise. And it took me a while to understand that. And there's times when you do not need to compromise, especially when it's compromising your whole self, your values, your growth, your vibrations, your level on where you're at. There will come a time when you will have to compromise, but you will have to understand that when it comes to that time, it will be for the good or for the bad. That's up to you to decide. The thing that I got is with tithe. You know how the whole thing with tithe and how that goes. So the story that I got in my head was, if everything is done with intention. If you're doing this because so and so did this and that's what so and so got, and you said, well, so and so did it, I'm going to do it so I can get what they got. That intention, and you believing that you're going to do it because someone else did it, you're not believing in that yourself. You're believing it because someone else believed it. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you do it because you believe that's going to happen, because this is something that you want to do with that intention, I truly believe that it can happen. That's where I'm going with that, and I'm going to leave that right there and move on to number 9, which is called law of relativity. That's that noise to let you know. Anyway, law of relativity. Compared things in our world, that everything is neutral. Okay. This kind of hit home for me. Okay. To understand that where you at right now is where you're at right now, and be happy with it. Stop trying to compare your life with everyone else's. Stop trying to compare your relationships with everyone else's, good or bad, exes or whatever. And that reminds me of the time when a person would tell me, I'm not that type of person. Am I doing the same things that they're doing? And, you may not be doing the same things that the other person was doing. However, it's all about the action. It's all about how you interpret it. It's all about how you present it. And for me, I used to hate my apartment, because I would come in, I'm like, it's just a studio. I was working on trying to get the bed together. The bed is on the floor. Couch is a used couch, It's just, but it's my home. And by me saying that is, if I'm trying to get the intention of having this nice, warm, welcoming home, but I don't like living here, how is that going to work? If I'm down in the place, but I'm saying, you know what, I really want this apartment to be a home, however, I don't like it, how is that going to make things better? I'm comparing myself to everybody else and where I should be, when I should just be grateful for what it is that I have and know that it will come. I can't get more if I'm not accepting of what I have already. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to move it on. And then we have 10, law of polarity. Everything in life has an opposite. Okay, 2 sides of the coin. The mantra should be consistency brings clarity. Oh no, I'm sorry. Contrast brings clarity. For me, I totally believe that, with the whole zodiac and how they match and what's up with this and that, I totally believe opposites do attract. I totally believe you need that yin and you need that yang. I totally believe you need someone who has similarities but have more opposites than you. Not opposing, but opposite to you. Which, your person may be night, you may be day. They may teach you how the comforting of staying inside versus going out, versus vice versa. You can enjoy things a little bit better and see a different aspect of the broader side of things. Um, I could be this, like I said again, my manifestation for my a special person is my Sagittarius. They say Sagittarius and Cancers can't get together because this, that, and the third. However, there's every other zodiac sign in the placement. So my thing is this: is how do you know that a certain zodiac sign is supposed to get with another zodiac sign, but every other zodiac sign has every other zodiac sign in their placement? So it's going to be somewhere depending on where you at, your personality, and the houses and all that other stuff. I don't really go by that. And I just don't. I just know that I like the personality. And yeah, that's just how I am. I'm feisty, you know what I'm saying? I'm fiery, I'm bold, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, so I like to talk back. I like to snap. I like somebody to, I like it saucy. I said with my special person, she gonna understand how I joke and how I play and how I talk back and things like that. I won't have to worry about that with anybody else. Just gonna enjoy the fact that so I was looking at the baby. So I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna close the window in a minute. Okay? But she's gonna enjoy the fact of how I get down, and she's gonna enjoy the fact of how I do things, and just how I am and how I be, and it's not gonna be something for me to be like, oh, I don't, it's gonna be that part. Is gonna be the big catalyst for us, and that's a good thing. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but that's gonna be the part that's gonna get us together. Is how we function together, because I like to joke. I like to laugh. I like to joke. I like to play around. I like to play fight. Boop, boop, boop. It ain't nothing serious. I don't mean it about seriousness. If you take it serious, then you need to look into your own self. Like, if I hit you too hard, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. It hit me back. Oh, what's that for? You hit me too hard. All right, I'm fine. But it's in a joke. It's in a joking manner. I don't do it to be, serious. Like, Anyway, I'm gonna leave that there. All right, we got number 11, which is the law of rhythm of the night. We believe to be inner rhythms working with, not against. So my thing is, I thought I was a morning person, but I'm not. I was only that way because my mama got up early in the morning. Once I figured out I got my own place and I like being like right now, it's my time. You know what I'm saying? I work third shift, so this is my time. I don't like to get up early in the morning. Early where it gets to work, that's cool, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's also a nighttime. That's when you can get everything because you can't see it, you can get it, and then, I'm just going to put it that way. I'm not going to go too much onto the law of rhythm. Like I said, I go in deeper aspects when I do the podcast. And then we got 12, law of gender. Hustle and go, relax the flow, just be. Then when you're talking about the law of gender, we have this masculine and feminine energy thing that's going around. Be who it is that you want to be. Make it your own definition. You understand? Know who you are. Be controlled and centered of who you are. And I took that as, well, you know what? Okay, so I'm queer, right? I'm a queer Cancerian. That's how I'm going to take things, okay? So, yeah. That is basically the 12 universal laws run down quickly. And I'm just going through this briefly because I'm tired. Really, I'm tired. And I want to get in color with my babies because it's time for me to color with them and relax with my babies. But anywho, I just wanted to bring that and run that down because I am working for manifestation. I do believe in manifestation and manifesting. And I'm going to manifest I am manifesting my special person. I'm manifesting my forever person. I'm manifesting my mate, my twin flame, my soul, my partner in crime, my best friend for life. And it's all about intention, It's all about forgiveness. It's all about forgetting. And just because you forget don't mean you have to continue inhabiting that or taking that responsibility on or allowing that person to treat you that way. Another thing is that I have to say is admit to yourself that, yeah, I love this person. I really love this person. I do, I did, whatever it is, and leave it at that. And it's okay for you to love somebody regardless of how they treated you or what they did. And don't hold on to the memories. Just accept the fact that I love this person, and now work on yourself and say, no, I love this person. It didn't work out, and I wish it did, but we get what we give. And if you've been doing all the getting, you're gonna be getting all the giving, getting all the giving, whatever. Yeah. So that's that there. And let me see what else do we have that I can talk about, because it's almost time for me to go, because I've been on here for about a minute and so. But just really wanted to tap into that to let you all know there that it is okay. It's a-okay. The majority of this, like I said, to thank that person if you've been in a relationship with a person, basically, or whatever, and you learned something from it. I mean, you did some deep learning to the point where you was like, damn, that person made me actually better. And I'm not talking about bitter. I'm talking about actually better, when you grew. For me, like I said, I had a jump. I was already there, but this jump brought me to where I need to be. And once you do that, once you come into that complete whole centeredness, that's when you find your person. That's when you will find your person out. And I want to say that your person is probably not going to be the person who you had in your mind, the one that you expect, the one that you had all dolled up to be. It's going to be someone, once you really get to your inner self and you really figure out, man, what it is that I want, it's going to change. Because like I always say, emptiness is form is emptiness. We are who we are no matter where we go. And our communities can form us. That's being our parents, peers, social media can form us. However, we are still going to be who we are. And once we get in tune and adapt to who we are, that's when we can get what we want. Alright, so again, as I have always said, I'm about to go to bed. It has been a wonderful moment with you all. And I just want to let you know again, I have been your hostess with the mostest, the queer Cancerian here. And I just want to that's what I'm doing. So with that being said here, I just want to let you know that I am your queer Cancerian. You have been listening to the Raw and the Real off on Mondays. And I just want to let you know that anything can happen with the right intent. You're me. And as I always say, I holla. What's up? It's me, and it be the queer Cancerian here up on your dial, giving you the highs, the lows, the yes and the no's. I am riding on my chariot. I gotta do that again. Hey, what's up? This is me, the queer Cancerian. Hold on a second. And hey, what's up? It's me. It be the queer Cancerian here. Hey.